Hey, one of the questions that I get the most is what do I do with last minute feedback? What do you do with last minute feedback? Honestly, I try to minimize it as much as possible by doing this, the map. I'm not joking. I'm not lying to you. I'm not making things up or fluffing them. I'm being for real. So, one of the things that I have learned over the course of just my career is that expectations are part of the job. So when somebody hires you or they give you a project, if you're part of a team, there's always an expectation attached to it. Like, I'm giving you a problem and you solve that problem with your skill set, with your creativity, your graphic design. And so if you don't address expectations, then, like any other relationship or collaboration or partnership, it's eventually going to come up. And so you got to do that. Now, here's how I do it. So I have the three steps map, right? So in step one, which I call solution discovery, in that step, I basically, part of my job is to start looking for a potential solution, a way of positioning you, a way of clarifying who you are, whatever, solving the problem. And then I have a gate, which means I need your approval before I move on, which means I'm pitching you something, which means you see it, which means we're going to agree on it before we move on. And then when we get into step two, which is the exploration, that's where we start having fun. There's also going to be an agreement. You're going to approve. You're going to see it, which means I'm going to pitch it to you and you're going to give me the green light and then we're going to move forward. Same thing for step three. So every step of the way, there's something specific for you to do as the designer and the creative. There's also something for them to do, and that's for them to give you the green light. So by the time you get to the last step, there's very little revisions because every step of the way, they've seen it, they've been looped in, and they agreed. They gave you the green light. So nothing should be a surprise. And if it is, that's a whole other conversation. That's where you can negotiate. You can charge more money if you're working for yourself. You can have a conversation, accountability. Where did it change? You gave me your approval every step of the way. What happened? If you're working in house, you can't charge more money if you're working in house. But you can have conversations around help me understand what changed, because in step one, you gave me the approval that this was the direction we would explore. And step two, you gave me the approval